Emma, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right in a relationship? You're kind, you're present, but somehow you always end up with someone who's emotionally unavailable?
Jack, story of my life. It's like you're pouring your heart into a cup that has a hole in the bottom. No matter how much love you give, nothing ever feels enough. You keep hoping they'll open up, change, become more vulnerable, but they don't. Or worse, they disappear.
Exactly. And what's wild is, even though we recognize it, we often go back for more. Different face, same pattern.
It's frustrating, but you know what? There's a reason behind it. People don't just randomly attract emotional unavailability. It's usually rooted in something deeper, something internal.
Part 1. Recognizing the pattern.
Let's start with this. If you consistently attract emotionally unavailable people, you're not cursed. But you might be operating on a subconscious script.
Yeah, it's like your emotional GPS is set to familiar pain. And often, that pain traces back to childhood, where emotional distance was normal.
Boom. For a lot of people, love was inconsistent growing up. Maybe you had to work hard to earn attention, or your parents weren't emotionally expressive. So now when someone gives you crumbs, your brain goes, "Ah, this feels familiar. This must be love."
It's like chasing approval becomes your love language. So even when someone's clearly not available, it feels like a challenge. And we love a challenge, right?
Except it's exhausting, because you end up doing all the work. You plan the dates, initiate the conversations, ask the deep questions, and they just float.
And the worst part? When someone actually is available, you might find them boring. Because your nervous system is used to chaos, not calm. Part 2, signs you're in the cycle.
Let's list out some signs you're caught in this pattern. You always feel like you're too much or not enough. You're obsessed with fixing or healing your partner. You fear being vulnerable, but crave deep connection. You confuse anxiety for passion. You feel drained more than energized after spending time with them.
That last one is big. A relationship should fill your cup, not leave you feeling like you're constantly chasing.
Exactly. And once you recognize the pattern, you can't unsee it. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Things start to click.
So the big question is, how do we stop attracting these dynamics and start inviting healthy love? Part 3, breaking the cycle.
The first step, self-honesty. Be brutally real with yourself about your patterns. Ask, what am I getting out of chasing someone who won't choose me?
Oof, that question hits hard.
I know. But sometimes the chase is safer than the catch. Because if someone actually chooses us, we'd have to be vulnerable. Seen, loved. And that's scary if you're used to earning love, not receiving it freely.
So true. That's why healing starts with learning to sit with your worth, even when no one else is validating it.
Yep. And then there's boundaries, not just with others, but with yourself. Like, I will not pursue someone who ghosts me twice. Or, if they avoid emotional conversations, I won't keep dragging them to the deep end.
Healthy love doesn't need dragging. It flows. It might be slow, but it's safe. And you feel seen, not chased. Part 4, how to attract emotionally available love.
Here's what helps. Therapy or journaling to uncover your relationship blueprint. Slow down early connections. Attraction is not always alignment. Ask deep questions early. What's your relationship with vulnerability? Notice how you feel after interacting, calm or anxious. Learn to receive love without earning it.
That last one? Game changer. We're so used to proving ourselves, we forget we're already enough. Healthy love sees that and reflects it back.
And remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you believe you deserve. So if deep down you think love means being ignored, you'll keep chasing that.
Which is why the real work isn't finding someone else. It's choosing you first. Part 5, real-life triggers and how to handle them.
Let's talk real life. What do you do when an emotionally unavailable person texts you at 2 a.m. with, "Hey, you up?"
Haha. You pause, breathe, and ask yourself, if I answer this, what am I hoping to get?
Exactly. And if your answer is, maybe this time it'll be different, That's your cue to not respond. Block if you have to. Respect your peace.
Another one, if you go on a date and the person starts talking about how they don't believe in labels or just going with the flow, don't romanticize the mystery. They're telling you they're not ready.
Preach. Red flags aren't decoration, they're warnings. And if you've been in enough situations where you ignored them, now's the time to respond differently.
Part 6. Inner work that makes the difference. Let's be real. This pattern won't break just by reading one quote or watching one video. You've got to do the inner work. It takes time, but it's worth it.
Exactly. Start by rewriting your inner dialogue. Instead of, "Why doesn't anyone love me?" shift to, "I am worthy of love that doesn't confuse me."
Do mirror work. Look yourself in the eyes and say, "You deserve more than breadcrumbs." Sounds cheesy, but it rewires you.
Another thing, audit your content diet. If you're following people who glamorize toxic love, unfollow. Fill your feed with examples of healthy, boring, safe love.
Because boring love isn't boring. It's peaceful, it's stable, it's safe.
And safety is sexy when you've healed.
Final thoughts.
If you're listening right now and realizing you've been stuck in this pattern, you're not broken. You're becoming aware. And awareness is where healing begins.
Yes, you deserve love that doesn't make you question your worth. You deserve safety, not suspense. Presence, not promises.
It starts with choosing differently, even if that means sitting with loneliness for a while, rather than filling the space with someone unavailable.
And hey, when you start showing up for yourself in ways you wanted others to, that's when everything changes.
You don't need to chase love. You are love.
We'll see you in the next episode.